Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to day number 20 of the non-smoking challenge. Coming up right after this. Alright everybody, welcome back after those lovely titles. I am of course servant of my case salutes, my broils. My broils? We're broiling you guys today. What's up, bros? Hopefully you guys have had a beautiful day. If you guys are quitting smoking with me, or if y'all quit smoking or something along those lines, excuse me, let's get up. It is now 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m. My kids are heading off to school with my wifey wife, and I am here doing a video for you. I love you. All right, so yesterday you guys saw I was vaping on my new Tesla mod here. I really like this thing. Clouds, just more clouds than I've been ever used to. And last night we went to the parade and everything, and I was doing a little bit of this. Doing a little bit of that. Oh, such good clouds. They're real dense, and like when you blow them out and you don't really blow very hard, and they just come kind of crawling out of your mouth onto your arm and shit. There's a little tingly vapor sensation on it. It's really awesome. If you guys have never tried it, blow that stuff onto your arm. It's not gonna hurt you. All right. So I've made a change. This butterscotch twist is really good, and it tastes really good, but for what we're doing at 12 milligrams, it made my stomach hurt. Made it hurt. We don't want our stomach to be hurting, and because that's not what the vaping is about, because if my stomach was going to continue to hurt, I could guarantee you that I was going to stop. I was going to flat stop vaping if my stomach was hurting, and I'd have probably gone back to something like this until I got some new juice. But good news, I went up to vapewild.com and got me 2 bottles of 80/20 VG 80/20 PG at 3 milligrams. Now that is near Dallas. It's in Addison, and that's not too far away from where I'm at in Texas. And so we'll get that out. We'll get that here. They said it'd be here by Thursday. So if it is here by Thursday, it's a 3-day turnover from when I actually ordered it yesterday at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Whew. All right. So how do we feel after 20 days? Well, let's just find out. Good morning, world. I feel pretty good, man. There's no congestion. I've been up for about maybe 20 minutes or so at this point. I can still feel a little bit of burning, but it's so much less than what it was on day like 2 or 3. If you guys will go back and look at that, I don't really feel too much anymore at all. And that's only 20 days. We did a lot of walking last night at the parade. We weren't in the parade. I mean, nobody wants to see this ugly mug except for here in their own home where they can do things, good things. Either way. So after our lot of walking, we really didn't stop to take any kind of breaks. Now, I'm still kind of a bigger guy, so after our walk, my back was kind of hurting a little bit. But then, hey, what are you going to do? Your back hurts because you're standing over like this, and then you're arching your back over. Back was killing me. But I could breathe the entire time. Now, let's go back a couple of weeks, but back about a week to Thanksgiving when we were in Oklahoma City. We went up to the mall, and as we were walking through the mall, and this is only 5 or 6 days, let's see, we're on day 20, maybe that was day 9, day 10 or something like that without having a cigarette. I was still really short on breath. But yes, I do need to start working out, doing some push-ups, maybe a sit-up. And maybe push away what's in the refrigerator push away some of the sodas, maybe it's cut out some of the sugar or whatever. Maybe I could lose some more weight. But for the most part, my cardio is my cardio feels pretty good at this point, man. I can't really complain. I can breathe really, really well. Right, let's get back to it. No smoking, 20 days. I'm feeling good. No, the desire to is still there. My wife is still smoking. She doesn't like this at all whatsoever. And I know when I had her hit it last night, it about killed her, and it about killed me too, because that 12 milligram vape was absolutely terrible. And so we cut it down to 6, and then when we get the 3 milligram, I'm gonna have her try it again. I know maybe it's a little too much for her here at 3, but because of the bigger clouds, right? Yo, those are some good clouds, dude. I'm so impressed. Tesla, thank you very much for making such a mod that I can get myself off. Now, here's something that I wanted to bring up, too. I went over to a friend's channel over on Twitch, and was asking him, and I told him, I was like, hey, man, we're up to 19 days 19 days no smoke. And he was asking me, he was like, hey, are you quit cigarettes? Or did you pick up a vape? Because I know you were vaping before. And I told him, I said, yeah, I laid off of the cigarettes, and I'm back into the smoking, and just to get off of everything else that's in the cigarette, except for the nicotine. So that's basically all I'm doing here, is just a flat nicotine and some flavor to make it taste good. Because nicotine tastes like crap. Trust me. You don't want to take one of these bottles and just go, oh, that would be terrible. But I do have something else for you guys. Let me go get it real quick. And when I come back, I will show you something that a friend of mine sent to me, and I finally got it to work. So hang on. I found it. It is my mechanical mod. Now, I do have the beautiful tugboat here. We found it, boys. We found it. All right, so not only did we find it, but we did make it. We did fix it, because before you could. Well, I don't even have the battery in here. But let's put the battery in and see what we can do here. So before, as I put my 18650 battery in here, before I was trying to work out to get some bigger vapes. I was like, well, I've got this thing here, and people in the Twitch chat were like, oh, that thing makes big vapes. But if you listen, you can hear the battery shaking around in there. And I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there, but I have this thing screwed down as tightly as I can onto the top cap, and the 510 pin that's underneath it is screwed in just where it'll meet. At this is all the way down. Right, and we'll go ahead and I'll unscrew that and show you what I'm talking about. So here you go. Here's your 510 pin. I'm assuming that's what it's called. I'm really not too smart on these things, but it's screwed up in there to make contact with the base of this 510 pin right here on the base of the actual RDA. This wasn't making contact with the battery at all. So what I've had to do is I'm going to go ahead and lose the battery. That's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and then I'm going to unscrew the bottom again, and I'm going to show you what I've had to do. And I figured out that my spring that's on the inside of this, where the button is, was not working very well. It was smushed up, and I guess it had been in here for years that I've never replaced it. So what I did was I unscrewed it and restretched out the spring to where it's a little bit taut, and you can see how it's going to make some good contact here coming up. So let's do a big hit off of this, and I'm still kind of new. Like I said, I don't know what these coils are going to be reading at, for the simple fact that I have nothing that'll read it. So what we have here is just we're going to put a very little bit of this. This is a 15 milligram, and this is going to be way too much, guys. If you'll have something that's 3 milligram or 1.5 or something, it's probably going to be better for you. But this is all I got, and I just wanted to drop it on there to show you that I did get it working. And that's all we're going to do is we just wetched it up to where the button's actually going to work here. And as you can see, it is firing up, and we will put this we will put the tugboat on here, and we'll take a big old drag out of it. Now I don't really care for this right now because I'm not used to even the sub-ohm vaping at this point. So this one's a little bit heavier and a little bit thicker clouds, but as you can see, man, look at that big ass air hole. And this is a really nice tank. I really enjoy this tank. This is a steel, I want to say it's a stainless steel tank, but I have no idea, and I don't know anything about it. So anyway, here we go. Let's get it working here. That's way too much. That's way too much. Woo! But I tell you what, my breath smells good because that ended up being peppermint and not what I thought it was going to be. Oh. Woo! So yeah, so I don't think I'm ready for this one. Oh man, I felt like I'm dry herb vaping or something. So anyway, guys, I don't think that I'm ready for this one yet. Number one, I don't have the juice for it. Number two, I like that. I like the amount of vape that I'm getting. I probably need to change up, since this is a 50-50 mix. I probably should drop some like 70-30 on it, or the 80-20 when I do get it in, to make it better. And we'll try that when we get our new juice in sometime. So that's it, boys. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today. Day 20 is on the way. Here it is. I love you. Salutes, boys. That's it. Like, follow, subscribe. You know you want to. Like, follow, subscribe.